you want to write that in Word, so how will you write? So there is an equation, just an equation. So it's called for a second order polynomial, and I want to find out x. So how do we write in Word? It will be very complicated if you write, because you see there are plus, minus, and then there is numerator, denominator, there is a square term, all the root square, all these terms are there. But if you try to write that in LaTeX, possibly. There is a new project.
Huh? You just created that? New project? New project? New project? New project.
Yes.
Above. Ah, okay. Ah. You want to help? Go. You should click it, right?
It's loaded. I mean, it's opening.
Oh, it's open. So, it's going to be very slow.
Okay, so maybe we'll let it open. Maybe I can give a small example. Okay, fine, that is a good thing. So maybe I can give a small example. You see here, in here, there is a function.
You can write here.
Okay, but there are the syntax, right? So they need to follow the syntax. So maybe the small one here you can see. There is, if you want to write, suppose f of x, you can all try this in your laptop. And I am a bit skeptical that if internet is working, then only they can do that. Otherwise they cannot, right?
The data is not working.
Yeah, somehow I got this.
Please reload this.
It's not working.
It's not working?
It's not loading.
It's just loading
It's just loading.
for
Forever.
last 7 minutes.
Last 7 minutes. It's horrible. Shall you keep this outside or something? Or?
Loading phone.
It's loading from here. Right. Shall we keep it outside? Maybe that helps.
We have to stay
No.
with it.
Only 10 meters, I think. You will have that.
Everyone
I'm getting it quite fast.
You are getting it quite fast.
Yeah.
Not from
Home.
Yeah, home and
I mean, the text will be loading.
so maybe possibly we can see here something, some small example, right? If this is the equation, f of x is a sine equal to sine of x, so you want to write it. So in Word, there are options like insert equation, there you can write. But in case of LaTeX, what you will do, generally you put a dollar sign in front of the equation and an $n dollar. So whatever the equation you will be writing, everything should be inside. What? You cannot see it. Maybe
You can see?
Yeah.
No, she can see.
Okay.
You have to just.
We can use the other on top of.
Okay, so when you want to write equation in LaTeX, use $2 signs, and if all the equation part should be inside the dollar. Whatever will be the inside part, that is the equation. So you can write like this, f of x, and for this is a trigonometric term. So I mean there are instructions. You have got this. You can see that how you have to write. There are some syntax. So for sine, it says that
Slash sign.
yeah, slash.
Backslash.
X.
Back.
So you can actually, if internet is working for you, just try this one and see how the equation looks like.
Bracket. Not the bracket.
Where bracket?
The sign.
X.
Here?
No, the flower bracket.
Second.
The flower bracket, the flower bracket.
But only one term, right? Do we really need? It's only a single.
Yeah, or you can do space.
Second bracket.
Or you can do space.
Where?
Because otherwise sin x will be considered as one syntax.
No, it is just in front. There is no space.
No. I mean, if you do sin
Body code is 30 slash hard is this.
x, so that's a single thing. So you have to write either sin space x.
Oh,
Sin, we have to write this thing.
Yeah.
These brackets or whatever. So
Okay, so
not
now
different.
I have
So you can do better than this. So if you write it together, then it's a different. It's the same. Then you get.
Probably they can try both and see what is the difference.
Oh yeah. At this point, they are saying that you don't need to.
Yeah, actually here they
Oh,
don't
really?
see that.
Also,
I
they
don't
have
write.
an advanced.
Oh, you put a space or what?
No,
They don't
no
even put
space.
space.
They just have the first bracket.
Okay.
The usual one, right? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, put the usual one.
Yeah, I have put that, but he told second.
No, but the
bracket.
second bracket.
No, I was putting the brackets, the usual bracket.
Okay. Thank you.
Then I just got it.
Serious.
So, did you try this and see how does the equation look? Did you get? And so there is another equation. This is the other page. If you want to find out the root of a second order polynomial, probably you can just type that one and see how does that look.
X square, like.
Yeah,
What is
root of second order polynomial. Yes, it's equal to
Y to the square x.
yeah.
So,
It's
I think-
already written there. I just
Oh, it's
told
already
them
written
it's
there.
already written there,
I
and
think
they have to use.
One
And
of the things you should also add x plus something or can you do that because then
X plus means
or add something to this because if it's a single term. That's why I got confused what you are saying.
If you
So
are-
that's where the bracket gets significant.
yeah.
So
add
yeah.
some term with the sign term or
No, with the x term. So something like now if you do I don't know just a constant or something.
maybe
Plus
capital.
C.
Yeah, C. Yeah. So then basically it has to be together. Yeah.
X
So
plus
then
C.
So here
Yeah.
inside you mean?
Yeah. So that is going to be very difficult, right? If it's not the bracket was not there.
Yeah, I mean you can see.
The
Suppose
bracket
if
was-
you write f of x equal to sine of x dollar complete and then plus c. So type both and then see what you get. And actually this syntax, these are not at all complicated. Whatever you want to write, you can type in Google that mathematical operators for LaTeX, or maybe if you want to find that how will you write square root, so square root for LaTeX, so it will give you the command and you can just take the command and whatever you want to do you can use it, so it's not that difficult. So probably who all are working on theoretical aspects of their projects, so probably you have some equations already, now you're working, right? So maybe you both can write 2 equations, one each, and then we can see how the equation looks like.
It's not working only.
It's not working. Okay.
Even if you open the editor, you see the editor problem.
How did you open? Okay.
So now if I do this, so that's what I was
Yeah.
saying, that now if I do this, you see that
No, you have to delete that bracket.
yeah. So now the interesting thing about OverLeaf itself, the editor of the OverLeaf is nice
That works with that.
So the green, so the color says that it's a different thing. It's not the part of the trigonometric
So
object.
this is OverLeaf editor.
It's an OverLeaf editor.
So here also the color is different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not sign. It's not.
Yeah. So now that's what we have done there.
It's plus C.
Yeah. So I mean, you can also, I mean, ideally, officially, you should do
Maybe
this.
you can again tell about the
Officially,
color.
you should do this.
Yeah.
Officially, it should be this.
No, the earlier versions.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, now if I want to add or do something here, then okay, I should do it that way as well as now put another bracket and so on and so on. The other thing, what I don't know whether Moumita mentioned about this thing and now this
Okay, the comment.
comment.
No,
So
I have
you
not
can
mentioned
also, yeah, so that double means it becomes a separate section of equation. And now it's going to be, now if I write, this is inline equations.
Single dollar is inline equations. Double dollar takes another separate line.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, do you have to
So
do the double slash? You don't
Yeah,
have to,
you
right?
You don't have to. It's not necessary. Even if you do it, that's
And
You
show
can
them
put
how
that out of
the
my
output,
habit.
show them how the output looks like.
yeah, so that's all.
But once he runs, it will
Oh.
get stuck.
So you,
So
you can open your
No, computer is fine, I guess. Things should be set there somewhere downshift. I think we have to zoom out, maybe at the next page or.
Or do you have some
yeah, exactly offline editor if you have. You
No,
use
it's going to do it because now I did fast.
No, it's
Fast draft does fast. So without.
This is local computer.
No, it removes all the figures and everything as well as.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so even that is not working.
No, if you
But
have
might be there downshift.
editor downloaded.
I don't have it in Windows, so
Is it, but can you scroll? Maybe it's there.
no. It's after the introduction.
Yeah.
So should they not write their own equation?
yeah.
They
I
just
told-
started writing.
They started, but they don't have.
Just they're gonna
At
share
least
it.
they then write it down in Notepad or something.
Not part then.
Yeah. Then once the data is there, internet is there, they can try it in LaTeX. Yeah.
Okay, that they can do. But many times it may happen that maybe your syntax is not proper. So when you are trying to execute the final output, you will see there is some error. That it will come up like error. So that time you should, it will show also at which line is giving that error. So you can go to that line and maybe if there is some, suppose here he has $2, right? Maybe you have $1 missing. And here
So
maybe you
let's
have
say now if I
$2.
do this,
I mean,
so what will
it can
happen?
happen.
See now? So now we got lot of
There is
errors.
Yeah,
In-
no.
So now we got lot of errors. Unexpected dollar after dollar.
Yeah, so
So it's not finished.
these two are not same.
When you start something, finish it. That's the whole idea. It's also in life the same thing. When you start something, it's always the case.
So like suppose if you miss
Begin-
one bracket also from here.
Begin end, dollar here means one equation now. If I remove this one,
No, $1.
so now what is going to happen? The error is going to go. So that's what happens now. So then the editor is also a nice program by the way. So in back end there is another very nice program. Yeah. So now it is.
So whenever you see this kind of problem like some error like that, it's possible in internet and in Google. You can type that LaTeX syntax
Yeah.
for
And
whatever
copy paste
square root or yeah, you can just copy paste that. So no problem. And it's not that difficult. It's very straightforward.
For example, now that another feature is that now you see that these brackets are being highlighted. Which bracket is ending. So if I don't do this, then it's an error. So I haven't ended the bracket. It says that. So this is fine for small equations, but if you have really long equations, then it's really going to be a big problem. I mean, I can show you. Nivedya has my PhD thesis, so you can see that I have the really long equations which are like half of page, and maybe Tata also has some of them. So in that case, it's really going to be difficult to find out where you have missed the bracket, and this is really helpful to highlight which bracket is actually helping you.
Yep.
Thank you so much. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Okay, actually no, that's a good thing. I was
See, now it says PDF rendering error, something went wrong while rendering. So I don't know what actually went wrong. So there is a log file, you can always look into it. So this is the log file. So I don't know, no errors, good job. So view raw logs, so you can still see the raw logs. Right now you see that, yeah. So you see all the things it's going to say to you. But anyway, so if I still try to recompile, or maybe the easiest thing is to download. This is going to work. I don't know. Yeah, okay, that's better.
That takes some time.
SSD is taking a long time. 26 seconds. 8 seconds, 5 seconds. 1 second. So the download server is much faster for OverLeaf. So this is how you should get it. Yeah?
The function becoming italics, etc., that just automatically taken care of by that.
Yeah. Yeah.
The italic, etc.,
Yeah. The other thing is, the one thing is that now begin. Again, if I want to have, so now we saw some problem here, which was, now you are going to have more equations. So in that case, you have to introduce equation numbers.
Yeah.
You have said, sorry,
No, I have not said that. I have not said that.
but the way to do this is that begin equation, I'm going to do the same one. So in that case, you don't need dollar anymore. And the unclosed open group and end equation. So you see,
One more, yeah.
so you see that there is a problem. Can anybody identify the problem here?
That's a
Which bracket?
Sign after sign.
Sign after sign x. So here
Sign.
After sign x,
there is
after
n.
after n. So there is one bracket needed like this, right? So how?
No, after x plus c one closing bracket is
Closing bracket just looks like this, right?
no, that
How?
the second one only.
Second one only.
Close
Okay.
the
Okay, I don't know that. Okay. Yeah, like this, right? Okay. Okay, let's see if it works. Recompile. So in this workshop there are a lot of lies. So if it has compiled. And it's going to take a long time. So yeah, so let it compile, but maybe Moumita can explain this and then.
It is done.
It is
It's
done.
done. Ah,
Yes,
okay.
No, there is no number.
No, this is the old one.
There is one.
So, yeah, you see?
Yeah.
So I should have said the equation with numbers here. Then I should have written a
Okay.
line with the following equation instead of the equation with numbers. So I should have done that. So maybe.
You can press star. Yeah, they will learn it. So,
So you're commenting this one, right?
Huh?
This is a comment, right? Equation.
So you can
with numbers.
tell
It's the
them how to
comment as
comment.
well as the text.
You can tell them how to comment.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So for example, if I want to write any comment, right? For example, I want to write please do not forget to close the brackets. Okay, so that's a comment, right? So how would you do it?